What's up, YouTube? For tonight's battle, I've got something really interesting. Now, this is, I was reading a couple of my comments in some of my videos the other day, and I thought I'd do a theme team that someone suggested, which was pretty cool. A full Kings team, so all Pokemon with the word King in the name. So I thought I'd put them together. And this was a mixed tier battle as well, because I had to use, obviously, not all these Pokemon were in lower tiers, so something a bit different tonight. I hope you guys enjoy this one. I know a few of you wanted me to use some higher tiers as well. My question today is, what theme team would you like me to use, or do you have any cool ideas? Leave it in the comment section. Someone actually did mention this one, and I took their idea because I do listen to my audience and what they'd like to see. Anyway, I'll pick something out if there's a really high rated comment or thumbs up comment. Let's get to this battle anyway. So, interesting team. It was cool because I had most of these Pokemon made already from my previous teams. Now, this was I believe this was just a mixed tier battle. So, yeah, it's been a while since I've done one of these because I've been focusing on lower tiers. So I thought this would be pretty fun and a bit of a mix up from my usual videos. Okay, starting this battle off, I thought would be my Kingler, and I had a pretty good match up there. So I decided, well, I might as well just go straight for Crab Hammer, and that'll do like some solid damage, or bring out whatever Pokemon. And I thought it may bring out Milotic, but it didn't. It brought out the Helios. Now, since I've got Seaking on my team, and Seaking does have Lightning Rod, I thought this would be a nice swap in, and it's quite funny because we both got the we both absorbed each other's attack twice in a row. Now, didn't know if that was going to have Grass Knot or not. Pun of the day. Now, out comes Haxorus. I'm not going to be able to really touch this with Waterfall at all. I thought it could come out, so I just went for Mega Horn to get damage on anything that came in. Now, this is going to set up a Dragon Dance. This thing's got like humongous attack, and it's going to have good speed as well. So I just went for a second Mega Horn there, nearly taking it out. Damn it. And fortunately, Seaking's move pool isn't the greatest in physical, and I get critted there. I'm not sure if that mattered. It could have mattered because I actually was running max health there. Anyway, so I'm just going to bring in my Slaking, my Slowking. It's hard with all these Kings. And that was really the only Pokemon I had to take a Dragon Claw, as I'd say I would have lost this battle because just the picks of my team. It was interesting. Anyway, so I take this down, and this is actually a physical Slowking. I thought I'd make this. And since it's got Regenerate as well, I can swap it out and use it for later, which is a very nice ability. Okay, so out comes Helios again. I know it's going to use some sort of electric move or maybe a grass move, so I thought, well, Nidoking would be my best swapping because I may get an electric, and I do. Volt Switch isn't going to affect me at all. Now, I know that it's probably going to have Surf, which most of them do, so I thought, well, there's not too much to swap in except my Kingler. I am Scarfed, so I'm going to be able to outspeed it next turn, betting that it's not Scarfed, which I've already seen that it isn't now. Okay, so the best move I had to hit it with was Rock Slide, and it does some nice damage, but it doesn't quite take it out. And I'm going to go down to the Volt Switch, but I had to get some damage on this thing, and that was my best option there. So Kingler was pretty cool there. He did some nice work for me. Right, so I just had to wait what they swapped in so I could. I was going to bring in my Slaking regardless because it has Retaliate, and I knew that anything that swapped into this is going to get annihilated, and that absolutely takes out Milotic in one shot. So that's Banded and Retaliate. It's absolutely so powerful. Okay, that was good bearing Milotic because that's a crazy bulky Pokemon. Now, in comes Claydol. There's nothing I can do because I've got Truant ability. Have to swap out. I thought, well, Kingdra would be a nice swap in here because I've got the type advantage. Now, it's going to set up some rocks there. Wasn't too sure if it had screens or not. I nearly went for a water move, but I went for a different sort of move. I thought Helios may come and get the dry skin, and I was right. I'm running Clear Smog on this, so I can't get set up. This is a very bulky sort of set, but it doesn't kill. I'm like, no. Helios misses with Thunder. Like, yes. And Kingdra is able to take Helios out there. Now, what set was I running on this one? I was running this is a defensive Kingdra, so I think I most definitely. I could have lived really badly with that Thunder. Anyway, out comes Nidoking. It's going to go for T-Bolt here. That's not going to do too much to me. I take that fairly well. I'm running Skull on this thing as well. I didn't think it'd be a 2-hit KO, a 1-hit KO because I'm quite bulky, but that's fine. I'm pretty happy with that result. Now I just decided, well, I may as well, got nothing to lose. Let's go for Scald again. Sludge Wave hits me like really, really hard, and I just hang on with 10 health, which is great. If they initially used Sludge Wave at the start, that would have been a different story. I don't think my Kingdra would have actually lived that. But good getting past Nidoking. It's good to see Nidoking and Nidoking in the same battle. Okay, now there's not much I'm really going to be able to do here. Espeon is going to outspeed me, and I don't really want to swap anything into it either. And it's going to go for Psyshock. Hits me physically, but defensively, and that's going to not really matter too much. Anyway, I can see its Life Orb there, a little bit of its health going missing there. Now, I'm going to swap in my Slowking again. I looked at my set and I thought, oh crap, I don't have too much to actually hit this thing with. This is the problem with Slowking physical set is it doesn't have too much stab water moves. I think it's got like Dive and Aqua Tail, that's about it. So I didn't have like hundreds and hundreds of options here, which I would have liked, but I thought, well, I might as well try Curse out anyway. Now, I had a Psychic move, I had a Fighting move. I had a Fighting move there just for Dark Pokemon that came in. Unfortunately, Claydol is carrying Toxic, which most of the time it is, but I just really couldn't do anything with Slowking. I was sort of saving him for that Espeon. I thought he might come in handy there, just tanking a few moves. There, okay. Wasn't too sure if Claydol had screens or anything like that, so it had Toxic and Stealth Rock. I say it would have like, I don't know, Psychic or Earth Power, one of those moves along those lines. So I can't actually touch this thing at all, so I'm going to have to swap out into my Slaking. I just want to get some damage on this Claydol. It's kind of annoying me now. So it's got Psychic. I knew that I could take that fairly well because I've got max health, and I'd say this thing would have most of its EVs invested in health and defense or special defense. Straight for Night Slash, I get the crit there as well. Don't know if that mattered too much because I'm banded, or depends on what EVs Claydol was running as well. It most definitely would have been a 2-hit KO regardless. Okay, out comes Espeon. I don't really want to swap into anything either because it's got Psyshock, and I know that's going to hit my Slowking like a lot harder as well than just its normal special moves, because I'm max special defense, max health, so I have to boost it up with Curse. Okay, so there's not much I really could do there. Poor Slaking had to go down there. So I had, let me see here, I had my Nidoking left, and I had my Slowking. Now, I just wanted to life orb stall this a little bit. I knew that I was going to go outspeed here, but unfortunately my Slowking was already poisoned. I wanted to keep that in the battle as less time as possible, so I wouldn't be racking up as much toxic damage. Okay, so a little bit more damage there on the Espeon, and it was getting really close here. So I had my Slowking as my last Pokemon. As I said, this was a physical set. I had a Psychic move, a Zen Headbutt, and had Brick Break for Dark types. I just thought I'd try it out. And Psyshock hits me pretty hard there. They probably figured that I'm very, very bulky in special defense. Now, I was half expecting Shadow Ball on this thing as well, but I was hoping they didn't have it because that would be really bad. That'd be hitting me nearly just as hard, I'd say, as Psyshock after. Say if I get my boost up, I'd probably start going for that. I wasn't actually sure, but I had Slack Off, which was good anyway, and that sort of thing. Okay, so they're going to continue going for Psyshock. They obviously don't have anything that's super effective against me, or it's going to do as much as Psyshock. Psyshock's still doing quite a lot of damage and a stab as well. I'm just going to get a Slack Off. The only moves I can think of would be Shadow Ball and Grass Knot. That would be the only moves that are really effective against me. Let's see anyway. So racking up that toxic damage is not really what I wanted, but I have to just stall this out. Maybe get one attack off. So Espeon's going to go for Dazzling Gleam. It clearly doesn't have Shadow Ball. That hits me around the same as Psyshock anyway, or Psyshock was actually doing a lot more before. I've got Zen Headbutt. I just want to get some damage off, and it takes it out. Sweet. That was great. So thank you for watching this battle. If you've got any theme teams you'd like me to use, let me know in the comment section. That'd be great. That's about all for this video. Peace out.